Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Bayou Country Music Association show, brought to you by our partners Southern Sound Outfitters. And today I'm joined by special guest Miss Holly Beth. How's it going, Holly?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing great. We're just trying to stay dry down here in southern Louisiana. It's been raining like crazy.
Oh yeah, we got some rain yesterday, the day before. I can't really remember.
Now, for our listeners, do a little reverse here. You are originally from Oklahoma, correct?
Yeah, I still live in Oklahoma. I live in Oklahoma City at the moment, but I grew up in western Oklahoma. I got out of high school, so.
Awesome. And you mentioned you're in Oklahoma City. Were you going to any of the prestige colleges over there, OSU or OU?
I went to OSU first semester right out of high school as an agribusiness pre-law major, and I just, about 3 weeks into the semester, I told my parents, I was like, I planned on doing music on the side, but I'm just ready to go at it full time. And University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond, Oklahoma has a music school, and we call it Bricktown. It's just like our downtown of Oklahoma City. And it's called Academy of Contemporary Music. So I go to school there, and this next coming semester will be my last semester. So I'm excited to get it done and get graduated. And yeah.
Awesome. So what was some of your musical influences growing up that kind of steered you towards wanting to, be an artist?
So I was raised on kind of the Nashville country, I guess you could say. When I was raised, it was early 2000s, so it was a lot different than it is now. But I listened to Martina McBride was a huge influence of mine, and Trisha Yearwood, and those two are like my solid go-to girls. Faith Hill, obviously.
You're leaving one out that I'm a '90s baby, and if I don't know every word to Shania Twain songs, then I don't know. So I have to put her in that group too.
Okay, Shania Twain is really good. Me and my mom haven't always been. I got a lot of that from my mom. But me and my mom haven't always been the biggest Shania Twain fans. But she's awesome. She's a powerhouse. So you can't say you can't not be a fan. But.
Yeah, well, those are definitely some good names you mentioned.
Yeah.
But so getting into the music scene, when was the first time you started playing, in front of people or singing?
Yeah, so I started singing on a stage. My mom kind of put me wherever, little Opry's and festivals and everything when I was about 9, 10-ish. One place that I grew up singing is called the Oklahoma Centennial Rodeo Opry. And honestly, I grew up and developed into the artist and performer I am now on that stage. And it's down in Stockyard City in Oklahoma. But it, just stuff like that is where I always kind of sang. And then I took piano lessons for about 7-8 years from the time I was 9 until whenever. And then when I was 15, I got a guitar for my birthday, and that changed everything because, I could take a guitar with me wherever I go. But I didn't really get introduced much into the red dirt or Texas scene, whatever you want to call it, until probably my senior year of high school, and then really when I moved to OSU my freshman year of college. And, that has completely changed everything. And my whole, it was like a whole new genre of music that I had no idea existed.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
I definitely know the feeling. I tell people all the time whenever I got out of trade school and I had a job in South Texas and oil field work. And I got introduced to Texas country music, and it was, like you said, a whole nother world and genre down there, and it's insane the amount of talent and independent musicians they have over there. It's in Oklahoma too. That's that whole red dirt scene, it's insane. Like you said, a whole nother world that opens you up to a whole nother plethora of artists and venues.
And as an artist, it's so inspiring to see, a whole like genre of artists that are independent and are, you can say are making it and making the music that they want to make and playing where they want to play. Because, growing up kind of listening to the Nashville side of things, I was always like implanted in my head, like, you have to.
This is what you have to listen to. Yeah, you have to go to Nashville.
You have to go to Nashville. You have to get a record deal. You have to be on a label, and they have to push you and want to push you. And that's not the case at all. You can play bars for the rest of your life and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it, there's a lot of things that weigh into it. Social media, one of the big ones that's helping a lot of artists, get the recognition they deserve. But you look at artists that have been in the Texas scene forever, such as Cody Johnson and Aaron Watson, and these guys that are selling out arenas and doing all this from their own independence. And I know that those two guys have been mentioned in the news would partner up with some major level, but that's neither here nor there. They've done everything successfully as an independent artist, and so does 99% of the other artists in Texas and Oklahoma. It's the same, and there's so much talent. And I guess it kind of gives that achievable goal. You don't have to go to Nashville and get a record deal. You could literally tour Texas or Oklahoma, Louisiana, all down the South for years and just record and blow up from there. It's an awesome thing that the state of Texas and Oklahoma both have, and it's definitely overlooked by the rest of the world because they don't really see it as a whole nother thing. But man, people in Texas, people in Oklahoma, they're for real about their music, folks. I mean, we are too. Yeah. We are too down here, but they have a whole nother world, and it's awesome to see. So, Holly, you sent us a track. Now, is this track you sent us? Is this currently out, or is this something that you are about to drop? It's called "Bad for Me."
Yeah, so this is out wherever you get your music: iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. It's been out since March of 2017. I put out my first solo EP, and it's got 5 songs on it. It's called Pilot. And when I was writing this EP, when I was recording it, Bad for Me was always my favorite. And if you listen to the EP from start to finish, it's the most different from any of the songs. And I think it's also it was like my favorite because it was so different, but also I think it was foreshadowing my sound that I really wanted to be. And I met my band after I put that EP out, and it kind of, our sound now sounds a lot like Bad for Me. So I kind of tell people, if you want to hear us now, listen to Bad for Me before we get our new music out.
Awesome. So you wrote this song yourself?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Well, we're going to let you introduce it, and I'm going to go ahead and play it for the folks, and we'll go from there, but I'll give you the floor.
All right, yeah. So like I said, this is my favorite song, and I wrote this a couple years ago, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's called Bad for Me.
I know you're bad for me, but I can't get you off my mind. You're like a drug I shouldn't take, but I love the high. You're like a shot of Crown at 4 in the morning when I should be in bed, but instead I'm drinking you down. Wanna leave town, get out of my head. But it always leads to regret.
And that was it, folks. Bad for Me by Holly Beth. You can pick that up on iTunes, on Spotify, Google Play, any music platform that you use. So I'll be sure to put links to that, as well as all of your social medias and whatnot. I normally put links to that on the interviews when we publish them, so you guys can go follow Holly and her band and see what she got on the horizon in her day-to-day. I'm sure they non-stop busy, but that's something that social media has definitely gave an advantage to artists and fans. They can have a more personal relationship through these social media, so that's something I think is awesome.
For sure.
So, Holly, we were talking over the song break. You do have some new stuff coming towards the end of the year. We didn't touch too much into it. It's kind of hush-hush right now, but you got a lot of stuff, good stuff on the horizon. So that's a good thing. I mean, is you going on a tour something that you guys would like to do towards the end of the year, or is it more of you want to finish up y'all record and get that out there?
Yeah, the record, I'm not really 100% sure on timeline yet. We've really tried to get it out on 2018. I've been saying that since the end of 2017 that we'd have new stuff out this year, but I don't want to rush this at all, and so I'm kind of thinking, maybe early 2019 getting stuff out. And that sounds so crazy, being already thinking about 2019, but for sure after we get it out, that's the goal, is to set it up where we're going every weekend, and it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're promoting this and going at it like crazy. One thing that I kind of regret on my EP is I didn't promote it as much as I probably should have, and I kind of just wanted it to promote itself, but you can't do that. You got to grind on it, and so I definitely have learned the bads and trying to learn the goods on it, and so yeah, I think for sure trying to go on tour with this album when it's done is definitely in the future.
And obviously you're from Oklahoma, living there now. I mean, we mentioned Texas country music and that red dirt scene. You have the ability to be able to put out some music and really not even venture far from home as far as shows and gain a legitimate following and fan base bigger than what you have already. And that's something, not a lot of artists have that ability, so definitely take seize of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice, to only be, we can be to Dallas in 3 hours. So from where we are, it's, in Oklahoma, you can be anywhere really within 3 hours that's got good places, to play and stuff. So we're definitely really close to everything, and it's nice to not have to, travel all over the country to get your music heard. Definitely.
You can stay in your backyard, for lack of better words, and still be able to, come home on days when you don't have shows and get in the studio or write with the band or write with people. So it's definitely a luxury to have down, with the Texas and Oklahoma scene and pretty much all of the South, as far as that goes on that end. And everybody wants to say go to Nashville and make a dream happen, but so many dreams happen every day, with music in that area. So you're definitely on the right path. We're excited that you came on the show. We're going to be sure and put Bad for Me on our list of up and coming Spotify chart and see what it does, and hopefully it takes off like crazy. And people love the sound, because I mean, you mentioned to me before the EP was kind of a solo thing, and now you got your full band. So this is more of a sound of what y'all are trying to do now, as far as the song "Bad for Me."
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I hope it does too. It's kind of been my baby. It's not very big at all. It's only got about 1,000 plays on Spotify, but I'm so proud of that, because those songs are my babies, but back in December, Texas Homegrown Radio picked it up down in Stephenville, Texas, and that was the coolest day of my life, was to be able to hear one of my songs on the radio. And
definitely. Got to be a goosebump type feeling.
It for sure was. It was actually, it was videoed when I heard it on the radio for the first time. And me being a girl, I'm emotional, so I started crying, and we posted on Facebook, and it had like 14,000 views, and I was like, this is so crazy to me.
That's all. That's a feeling that comes, once in a lifetime. Is hearing that, hearing your song on the radio, and the next step you have is going and play on the road and having people sing your song back to you. That's another one that people always tell me. Artists say, there's nothing like that. There's no better feeling. There's no better, success than having fans sing back to you or hearing your stuff on the mainstream. So that's awesome.
It definitely makes it worth it. We definitely have a pretty small following, but our people that do follow us are so loyal, and they do know our stuff. And I would always love to make our music heard in other places, so it maybe can help somebody else. But with our small following, they'll sing our songs as loud as they can, and it's the coolest thing in the world. Nothing can describe it, but it makes it all worth it.
It definitely must make it all worth. I mean, that's what you guys do it for. That's what people in my industry do it for, to get you guys recognized and to hear that success come back with radio or fan base is awesome. So to follow you off of what I mentioned earlier, a lot of artists, I always tag their social media pages and stuff. Do you have a specific page for your music or a website, or is it just pretty much all of your personal accounts?
Yeah, so we have a band page. It's on Facebook, and it's just Holly Beth Band. Our Instagram is a band page.
Okay, awesome.
It's Holly Beth.
Yeah, I'll definitely tag links for all that for the people. I wanted to make sure, you guys can go follow her personally, but definitely follow her band pages and keep up. I'm sure you keep up with all the news and as far as upcoming music and shows with that, correct?
Yeah, we do. We post all of our stuff on Facebook, and we try to keep the Instagram updated too.
It's a job, I ain't gonna lie. As somebody that really uses social media as a business and a platform, it is a full-time job, folks. When you're putting on so many platforms, it's crazy.
I always joke about it. I'm like, if it wasn't for what I do for a living, I probably wouldn't have a Facebook and Instagram, just because I'm so over it. But
I totally understand. Totally understand the struggle. Yeah.
Twitter's my thing, though. I love Twitter, and I keep my Twitter my personal Twitter, and I'll post some stuff on there sometimes, about shows, but I like Twitter, so I would never get rid of that.
Awesome. Well, we really, really appreciate you taking the time to come stop by the show and talk with us, and we're definitely going to feature, you put your stuff on our Spotify and tag links to where you can get her EP and all of this band's social media and keep up with Holly Beth and her band, because they got some they're part of that new wave of red dirt country music in that area. So it's an exciting group of young talented artists, and to be part of that is definitely a blessing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for allowing me to be on the show and talk with you. Yes,
ma'am. I mean, like I said, I give thanks to you guys as artists, and also you listeners, and also our partners and sponsors that help, Bayou Country Music Association get to the platform we are. And, first and foremost, Southern Sound Outfitters, a big partner of ours, veteran-owned company, great organization. They support a lot of up-and-coming artists in not in Nashville, listen to me, in Texas country scene. I'm sure, they got some people, some fans in Nashville who love their apparel. They got some new lady tanks out now that just went live on the site, so I'll be sure and tag that. It's summertime, and they got some, fashionable stuff there for you gals, too. And going off of apparel, I mean, if you're an outdoorsman, if you love to hunt, fish, do all that, check out my buddies at swampassassin.com. My buddy Corey over there, he's got a great apparel line that he's been having for years now, and got some great gear. And they actually have a sale going on for hats this week, and you enter Hat Week 20 in the promo box, and you can receive 20% off of any hat that they have on their online website. Again, folks, swampassassin.com. Be sure to enter Hat Week 20 in the promo box to get your 20% discount. Also, it's hot. You got a nice ice chest that you can keep on the boat or at the campsite, or going to a live show even. You need a durable ice chest that's not going to break the bank. And my buddies at Swamp Gear Roto Molded Ice Chest have what you need check them out at swampshop.com. These things are durable. They come in some crazy looking colors, custom engravings available, bottle cap openers, and it's very top of the line stuff, and it won't break your pocketbook. And that's a local owned business out of Arnaudville, Louisiana. Check them out at swampshop.com. Also give a big thanks to the Trifecta Cowboys nightclub, arena, and western store out of Scott, Louisiana. They do big things as far as, Western store, of course, have a lot of boots and jeans and saddles and the whole 9 yards. The arena does plenty of live shows and, rodeo events. And, of course, the live music that comes through every weekend at this nightclub. Some big names coming. And check out their page, their websites, and such. I know right now they're promoting the heck out of July 20th. They got Sam Riggs coming down, Texas guy, coming and playing a show. So you can get your tickets now on their Facebook event page. They also got, let me see, I know they have Randall King coming in August. They got Jacob Bryant coming in August. They got some heavy hitters, as well, some local talent that are always in and out of there. So go give those guys a look up. And I say it all the time, folks, independent artists. If you support them, buy their music, buy their merchandise. Because, it takes a lot of money to go into this thing that, we love called music and country music and recording. And that's their bread and butter, folks. So buy their stuff. Check out their, followings. If you're a fan, get some of their, merchandise. Get some of, spread the love out so they can make our wishes come true and putting out new stuff. And that's all I got as far as thank yous and shout outs. I'm going to turn it over to Holly if she wants to have any last thank yous or anything such.
Yeah, no, thank you to all the listeners, and I hope you guys go follow our page and everything and check out when our shows are. We got this weekend we'll be up in Cushing, and then next week we're opening for Mike and the Moon Pies at the Weekend Saloon in Oklahoma City, so we're pretty excited about that. But thank you to Bayou Country Music Association for having us on, and we hope to be back on soon, and hope to get music out to you guys soon.
Definitely. You come on the show, you're part of the family. We don't just do a one and done type atmosphere. We definitely bring you guys back in anytime y'all want to come on the show. So we welcome you guys to come in. So you guys be on the lookout for Holly, and obviously I'll tag all the links to her social media and her band's social media, and check out all that to keep up with her shows on the road and her, all of her upcoming future, which is pretty dang bright, if you ask me, is where she's at. In a great,
thank you so much.
A great talent and a great atmosphere and a great venue and great area. So great and great equals great is all I can say.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, Holly. And like I said, you're welcome anytime you want to come back. It's been a great show, you guys. Go follow all of Holly's stuff. Go pick up some merchandise from some of our partners, as well as anybody out there in the music scene. Go support some local artists this weekend. And we really thank you, Holly. And we're going to go ahead and let you guys go and have a great weekend from everybody here at Bayou Country Music Association. My name is Jacob, and I will see you guys down the road.